Good morning, collective. I am so excited to come in here. We got Tink on board, and we have some beautiful new cards. And I did a pre with Tink beforehand, and I know that she was favoring this one, and this one, but we'll see. It's going to be interesting. Let's see now that we're all together and all of our energies are here. I've cleansed our space with sandalwood. It smells incredible. I got to tell you, it's wonderful. Yes, sirree, Bob. There's a lot of reassurance energy going on. And today, for the picture that I pulled out of my oversized tarot cards before I cleansed the energy I wanted to see, and it was "You're loved." This is a picture I drew. Everybody knows the famous story, but for copyright infringements, I can't say who he is or who she is. A little spider up that helps and says words like "You're loved." And that's the energy we're pulling in for you today. Let's see if I can get our little friend a little more in the picture somehow. Let's say. It's early. Not for me though. I've been up for a while, but a little bit. You can see a little bit. Let's see like this. There you go. Now you got your friend in the picture. You're loved. I could even do this actually. What am I thinking? Excuse me, Big Blue. Let's just put him down and we'll shuffle Big Blue since this is the first one that got the crystal lifted. Work 6 days a week. My brain's still like, oh my goodness, you get a day off. So you guys gotta work with my hair. Work with my hands, but let Source be the one that guides us. Not all of his messengers are perfect, okay? But we try to do what we're told in spirit. And I was told to come on. So let's pull a Big Blue first for the collective. Let's see who and what for the energy. 10 of Coins. Yes. Home, family, stability. Looks like you're getting what you want for Christmas. Your reputation is growing now. Whatever the naysayers or the ones that were trying, it's like this crystal. Let me clean that. We had some kitty hair on it. I like this one because it was imperfect. It had another stone melded in it. And it is a rose quartz, and a rose quartz represents self-love. And sometimes we're not all perfect in that department, are we? So I loved this one when I picked this out at the gem store. And you worked really hard for whatever this is coming to you, the stability, right? The legalities. Let's see what else we got for the collective. This 9 of Coins, luxury and abundance. So yeah, and abundance is basically whatever you think your riches are, right? With her, I'm noticing right here her third eye. So a lot of your awakening is happening. You're seeing things and realizing things differently now, and you're no longer being held back. So there's a lot of "you're loved" going on, is even by you. You're starting to actually embrace who you are, and you're like, you know what? I'm not all that bad. Okay, I'm being told Site Oracle Peg. Site Oracle Peg, and then we'll get to Tink and see what Tink pulls for the set of cards. Put these up here. And then we'll see what Tink says, and then we'll clear the others away. And we will read what she says. You're loved. They don't want them on there. Okay. Let's see. Let's say. Oh, because I'm going to be doing these. I'm shuffling these. Okay, gotcha. Okay, let's see. Site Oracle Pig. What do we got for our collective for information that we can help? A new way. These were illustrated and made by me for all of us. And there's a new way of you getting to your dreams. It's happening now, and it's new. Whichever way or stick they put along your path to try to trip you up, it didn't work. You still consistently went after your dream. You're following your dreams. And then out here it says inch by inch. So it took you longer because I'm pulling in the energy. Somebody was trying to stop you, collective. And you were doubting that you were actually even loved. Like, they wanted you in that state of not feeling like nobody likes you. You'll not, you're not going to be received well by others. That's what their intent was. But you released all the negativity that used to be in your life. And now you're going through the blooming, the butterfly, the transformation. And by Site Oracle Piggy, letting the butterfly free, like releasing yourself from how you used to even perceive your own identity. Yeah, it affected your whole, you've gone through a complete transformation. It's a step back. You're like, wow. If you really take a second and look at all the stuff that you have triumphed, you leaped over. Oh, look, it's upside down. They were trying to paint you as a liar. If it was upright, it was B. Liar, liar, pants on fire, and talk to the hand. But it's like they can't even talk anymore. They're out of commission. Your transformation has proven them to be the liars, not you. Wow. Wow. Let's just absorb some of that. So you're following your dreams, inch by inch. Oh my goodness. You know what I just realized? Inch by inch. Look. It was a caterpillar that went down to Site Oracle Pig on the blanket. You can't make this up. And then Site Oracle Pig released you into the air as a transformed butterfly. So, your inner eye, this is where this comes into play. Your inner eye, remember I was pulling on that energy, your inner eye really shining through. So, your intuition told you what to do. You're connected to the higher, your higher elements, your source, God, whoever you call your higher power. That is who you're trusting in. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's all any of us can strive to do. All right, we're gonna get Tink out. All right, Tink. Ready for this? First we wrap, Tink. Now we see. Who would you like to read? Tink. Again, we're going to start with that one. She loves this one. Tink is like my guardian angel. Or my guide or messenger. Let's see what we have to pull for the collective. What do we got? The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. So some of it doesn't actually mean a physical school. It could mean the research that you're doing, the things you're looking into. Maybe you're desiring an advancement at your work. You want to go higher. You're in a place where you can elevate, and you have a guide guiding you that is encouraging you to go for it. Don't be held back. It doesn't matter the age. No one's ever too old to learn a new trade. It says animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance, as the animals are a part of your life's work. So that can even go as far as your own animal instincts, getting back to your inner eye again. Yeah. Getting back to that inner eye. Look at the beautiful growth that you've come. And look in the background. You see the mountains? Those are the mountains that you hurdled. Good for you. All right, Tink. Yep, that's the card she pulled last time. Now let's see. That's a big yes. Okay. A big yes for this one. Let's see for the collective. Oh, we split right down the middle. We're going to take them all. There's a lot here. But let's see what's leading the race. It says the badger and ginkgo, healing the wounds. You're healing wounds from the past. And you notice how the badger is black and white? So it's written, like it's written in your destiny. And he's also coming out of the bush, so you are different. You're different than most. You're determined. The raccoon. Curiosity. So landing right in front of the animals, your animal instincts, and going back to the schooling. It's good to be curious. It's good to learn, explore. It actually stops dementia. The more you use those brain muscles, you got to work them like physical muscles, right? Starting over with the snake. And that goes both ways because of the slithering snake that was in your garden in the past. It blocked your progress like we were reading with the other cards. However, you're starting over. And with a start over is a whole new way of life. You are creating who you want to be. The ladybug and the sweet pea, happiness. That's all you've ever wanted. Happiness. We're going to put that right on the start over because that's what you desire. Fulfillment. The sweet pea is one of the ladybug's most famous, well, not famous, but somebody is like a highlight, like you're extra. Cool. But that's like her favorite food. And the finch and the peach, romance. So you're falling in love with your purpose. You're living in abundance. You're not being held back by any obstacles. You're climbing out on the limb and going for it. with the raccoon, right? He's climbing up the tree to get the little berry nuts off the, what is it? It is a sycamore tree. So the sycamore buds. All right, Tink, let's continue on. Let's see. Let's pull these over here. Wait. No, she doesn't want these on. So, let's see if it's these or if it's just... No, she doesn't want these red today, so these are not in the cards for you. Literally. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see Tink in the background, but she's checking. That's a no for that one. That's a yes for these. Okay. Yeah, we'll set you right here, Tink. Let's see what these say. Inspiring words. Nothing shall be impossible unto you. Matthew 17:20. That's the reference to the Bible. But that's a beautiful. Nothing shall be impossible unto you. Look at innocence, youth, your higher self. And Yeshua is my higher being. That's who guides and directs me. So we all have different paths and we're all different. That's who guides me. And it's been happening since forever. So yeah. But nothing shall be impossible to you. So reach for it. And isn't that interesting? They're in a whole field. And the sweet pea pointing to the ladybug. You being in your element of where you should be. Aww. I love that for you, collective. What a beautiful read. Let's see if Tink wants you to see these cards. I'm letting Tink completely guide the read. She pulls them all. That's a yes. Okay. All right. Let's get these. For the collective. It says obstacles. Obstacles are now falling away easily. The angels remind you that you are a highly capable person, and there is nothing that you can't overcome and achieve when you set your mind to it. The obstacles you have faced are lessons which have taught you about your own strength and resilience. And we don't like to say, you know, that we had to go through it, but if we did endure it, why not take the lessons that it provided from them and use them as a learning tool? Look at you, collective. You're finally going after what your inner child has always wanted. Happiness. Oh, I love you, collectives. Thank you so much for coming on and doing a read. Your energy is inspiring and you are loved. You're loved so much. You can see it in your face. You guys have a wonderful weekend and I'll see you when the energies call me to come, okay? On your next read. Bye. Love ya.